Hello, my friends. Welcome to Learning English Through Books, where we bring classic literature to life and help you master English in the most beautiful way possible. I'm James, and today we're exploring one of the most famous scenes in English literature. We will talk about the proposal scene from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. In this episode, I will explain the main ideas and emotions from this scene in slow and clear English. At the beginning, the English will be very easy because I will use very simple words. Then, step by step, it will become a little more difficult. This way, you can learn and also see how much you understand at the end. Pride and Prejudice is loved all around the world. It teaches us something very important about love, judgment, and understanding others. The proposal scene is the heart of this story. It shows us how two people can change their minds and see each other truly. So please listen until the end. You will learn new ideas, new words, and you will also feel your English grow stronger. Now take a deep breath, sit back, and enjoy. Chapter 1. Who are Darcy and Elizabeth? Before we understand the proposal, we need to know these two people. Let me explain in very simple words. Elizabeth Bennet is a young woman. She is clever and honest. She says what she thinks. She is not afraid to speak her opinion. She likes to laugh. She does not care about money or power. She cares about being true to herself. Elizabeth is like a light in a dark room. When she enters a room, people notice her, not because she is the most beautiful, but because she is alive. She is real. She thinks deeply about things. She reads books. She likes to walk in nature. She talks with intelligence and humor. Mr. Darcy is a rich man. He is very proud. He thinks he is better than other people. At first, he is cold and rude. He does not smile much. He thinks Elizabeth is not good enough for him. He comes from a very rich family, and he thinks this makes him superior. Superior means better than others. Darcy is handsome. He is intelligent, but his pride covers all these good things like clouds cover the sun. People are afraid of him. They think he is mean. They think he does not like anyone, so they keep away from him. When they first meet at a ball, they do not like each other. A ball is a big party where people dance. Elizabeth thinks Darcy is arrogant. Arrogant means too proud and thinking you are better than everyone. When they meet, Darcy does not ask her to dance. Instead, he stands alone and watches everyone. Elizabeth hears him say to his friend, "She is tolerable, but not handsome enough to tempt me." Tempt means to make someone want something. So Darcy is saying, Elizabeth is not beautiful enough for him to want to dance with her. Can you imagine? Elizabeth hears this. She is hurt and angry. She decides right then that Darcy is a bad, rude man. Darcy thinks Elizabeth is not elegant or proper enough. Her mother is loud and embarrassing. Her father seems strange. Her younger sisters behave badly in public. Darcy comes from a world of rules and tradition. He thinks Elizabeth's family does not follow these rules, so he thinks they are beneath him. Beneath means lower in position or importance. But something changes slowly, very slowly. They see each other many times. They talk. Elizabeth sees Darcy do kind things. He is patient with her friend Jane. He is respectful to her father. He is honest about his feelings. Darcy begins to understand that Elizabeth is not like other women. She has a strong mind. She has real feelings. She is not interested in his money. She is interested in who he really is. Meanwhile, Elizabeth learns that her first opinion about Darcy was wrong. She meets a man named Wickham who tells her lies about Darcy. She believes Wickham at first because he is charming and tells good stories, but later she discovers the truth. Wickham is a liar. Darcy was telling the truth. Elizabeth realizes she made a mistake. She judged too quickly. This is prejudice. This is a mistake we all make. Chapter 2. Understanding Pride and Prejudice. The title and the emotions. The title of this book has two big important words: Pride and Prejudice. Pride means thinking too much of yourself, being too proud. Darcy has pride. He thinks he is better because he is rich and from a good family. He looks down on Elizabeth's family. Her family is not as rich or famous. He judges them immediately without trying to understand them. He says things like, "The situation of your mother's family, though objectionable, is nothing in comparison of that total want of propriety so frequently, so almost uniformly betrayed by yourself and your youngest sisters." Objectionable means not acceptable. Want of propriety means lack of proper behavior. This is a long, complicated sentence that shows how Darcy speaks. He uses big words and formal language to show how educated and superior he thinks he is. Prejudice means deciding something about a person before you really know them. It means making judgments too quickly without getting all the facts. Elizabeth has prejudice against Darcy. She sees him being cold and rude at first, so she decides he is a bad person. She believes others who speak badly about him without checking if it is true. She does not stop to think, maybe I should understand him better first. Maybe I should hear his side of the story. When Wickham tells Elizabeth that Darcy ruined his life, Elizabeth believes him immediately. She does not ask Darcy for his version of events. She does not think, maybe Wickham is lying. Maybe there is another side to this story. She judges based on first impressions. This is prejudice. This is a mistake. Both of them make mistakes. Both have wrong opinions. Both need to change. Both need to develop emotional intelligence. This is a lesson about emotional intelligence. When we have pride, we think we know everything. We don't listen. We think our opinion is the only right one. We don't see other people's value. When we have prejudice, we judge too quickly. We decide about people before we really know them. We don't try to understand. We believe what we hear without thinking. In life, in school, at work, we do the same thing. We meet a person and think, I know who they are. I know what they are like. But maybe we are wrong. Maybe we need to look deeper. Maybe we need to ask questions. Maybe we need to listen to understand, not just listen to respond. This is emotional intelligence. This is the beginning of wisdom. Chapter 3. The situation. Before the first proposal. To understand the proposal, we need to know what is happening in Darcy's life and heart. Darcy is staying at a place called Netherfield. He comes with his friend Bingley. Bingley has come to rent Netherfield for several months. Very soon, Bingley falls in love with Elizabeth's older sister, Jane. Jane is beautiful, kind, and gentle. Everyone loves Jane, but Bingley thinks Jane does not love him back. He is not sure of her feelings, so he is sad and confused. Darcy has been watching Elizabeth for a long time now. At first, he did not like her, but slowly, he has fallen in love with her. He watches her laugh. He listens to her speak. He sees how she stands up for what she believes. He sees how she loves her sister Jane. He sees how she does not care about fashion or money like other women do. He sees how she reads books and thinks deeply about the world. Darcy's love is growing stronger every day, but he fights against it. He thinks, She is not good enough for me. Her family is not good enough. My family will not approve. I should not love her. He struggles with his emotions. He tries to stay away from her. But it is impossible. Love is stronger than pride. Finally, Darcy cannot fight anymore. He decides he must tell Elizabeth how he feels. He must propose to her. He must risk rejection because he loves her so much. He decides to visit Elizabeth at her home. He plans to tell her everything. But Darcy is still very proud. He still thinks his money and name are very important. He still believes that Elizabeth should be honored by his proposal. He does not understand yet that true love means respecting the other person completely. He does not understand that he cannot love someone while looking down on them. Chapter 4. The First Proposal. Darcy speaks, but not wisely. Now comes the important moment. Darcy goes to see Elizabeth, alone at her home. He is nervous. His hands are shaking a little. He tries to hide his feelings, but she can see something is happening. Darcy tells Elizabeth that he loves her. But listen carefully to his words. He says, "In vain I have struggled. It will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you." These are beautiful words. Ardently means with strong, deep feeling. He is saying his love is so strong that he cannot hide it anymore. But then he continues, and the words become less beautiful. He says, "I have struggled against my better judgment, against my family's expectations, and against my own sense of propriety. But I cannot help myself. I must tell you that I love you, despite your inferiority of connection." Inferiority of connection means her family is not as important or rich as his family. Do you hear the problem? He is telling her he loves her, but he is also telling her that her family is not good enough. He is saying, "I love you even though you don't deserve it. I love you even though your family is embarrassing. I love you even though my family will think I am making a terrible mistake." These are not kind words. These are not the words of a person with emotional intelligence. Darcy continues. He talks about how difficult it has been for him to love someone from such an inferior family. He talks about how much he is sacrificing by proposing to her. He talks about the honor he is giving her by asking her to marry him. He seems to think that his wealth and name are so great that Elizabeth should be grateful just to receive his proposal. He says something like, "I know I am offering you a great thing. I am offering you marriage to a man of fortune and connection. I am offering you a place in the world that you could never have otherwise. You should feel honored. You should be grateful. You should say yes immediately." But Elizabeth is not grateful. Elizabeth is angry. Imagine this. Someone tells you, "I love you, but your family is not good enough. I am much better than you. I am sacrificing my happiness to be with you. You should be happy I want to marry you because you could never do better than me." How would you feel? Elizabeth feels hurt, insulted, and angry. She tells Darcy exactly what she thinks. She says, "I appreciate the compliment that you are paying me, but I must tell you honestly that I cannot accept your proposal. You have shown me that you do not respect me or my family. You have told me that you love me, but you have also told me that I am not good enough for you. A man who loves a woman should respect her. He should respect her family. He should not make her feel small." She continues, "You are arrogant, Mr. Darcy. You think that your wealth makes you better than everyone else. You think that your family name means you can say anything you want. but I am telling you that you are wrong. I am telling you that I would never marry a man who speaks to me like this." Darcy is shocked. Shocked means very surprised. He cannot believe Elizabeth says no. He is not used to people saying no to him. Everyone usually does what he wants. His family does what he wants. His servants do what he wants. His friends do what he wants. But Elizabeth does not care about his money or his name. She cares about being treated with respect. Darcy leaves angry. He is hurt. He feels rejected and humiliated. Humiliated means feeling ashamed and embarrassed. This moment teaches us something very important. Just because you love someone does not mean you treat them well. Just because you have good feelings does not mean you act with emotional intelligence. Darcy had the right feeling. He truly loves Elizabeth, but he expressed it in the wrong way. He mixed his love with pride. He mixed his love with disrespect. So his proposal became an insult instead of a gift. This is a lesson for all of us. Emotions are not enough. Good intentions are not enough. We must also act with kindness. We must also speak with respect. We must also think about how our words make other people feel. Chapter 5. Darcy listens and learns. The power of reflection. After this moment, something very important happens. Darcy thinks. He really thinks about what Elizabeth said. At first, he is angry. He thinks Elizabeth is wrong. He thinks she is ungrateful. He thinks she does not understand how much he is offering her. But slowly, over days and weeks, he begins to understand the truth. He realizes he was wrong. He was proud. He was arrogant. He hurt the person he loved. He learns that his wealth and family name do not make him better than others. He learns that Elizabeth is right to say no. He learns that he treated her badly. This is emotional intelligence. This is self-awareness. This is growth. Darcy thinks about every word he said. He thinks about how Elizabeth felt when she heard them. He thinks about how he made her feel small and unworthy. He thinks about his own behavior. He thinks about his own words. He thinks about his own pride. He writes her a letter. In this letter, he explains everything. He tells her about Wickham and the truth about him. He tells her about his own struggles with pride. He tells her that he understands why she said no. He tells her that he respects her decision. He tells her that he is sorry for the pain he caused her. This letter is very important. This letter shows that Darcy is changing. This letter shows that he can listen to criticism. This letter shows that he can admit his mistakes. This letter shows emotional intelligence. Darcy also changes his behavior. He becomes kinder to Elizabeth's family. He helps Elizabeth's sister Lydia when she runs away with Wickham and brings shame to the family. Darcy gives money to help them. He does this in secret. He does not tell Elizabeth. He does not expect gratitude. He does this because it is the right thing to do, and because he loves Elizabeth and wants to help her family. He becomes gentler in his manner. He smiles more. He speaks with kindness instead of judgment. He listens to others instead of talking about himself. He shows humility. Humility means not being proud. It means understanding that you are not better than other people. This takes time. This is not quick. Real change is like this. It is slow. It is honest. It is not about saying sorry and then going back to the same old behavior. Real change means actually becoming a different person. Real change means understanding why you were wrong and choosing to be better. Chapter 6. The second proposal. When listening changes everything later, Darcy tries again. But this time is very different. This time, he listens first. Elizabeth is angry with him at first. She does not believe he has changed. She has been hurt. Trust is broken. But Darcy is patient. He shows her through his actions that he is different. He listens to her when she speaks. He does not interrupt. He does not explain too much. He simply listens. When Darcy proposes the second time, he is different. He is humble. Humble means not proud. He tells Elizabeth that she was right. He admits his mistakes. He does not expect her to say yes. He simply tells her his feelings and his growth. But listen to how he speaks this time. He does not talk about his wealth. He does not talk about his family name. He does not talk about what he is offering her. Instead, he talks about her. He talks about her strength. He talks about her intelligence. He talks about her goodness. He talks about how much she has taught him about kindness and respect. He says something like, "I know I hurt you. I know I was proud and cruel. But you have taught me something very important. You have taught me that real love means respect. Real love means seeing the other person clearly. Real love means putting their happiness before your own pride. I have changed because of you. I am a better man because you said no to me. I cannot offer you anything except a person who has learned to love with respect and kindness." This is very different from the first time. This time he thinks of her, not of himself. This time he listens to what she wants. This time he respects her. This time he understands that his money cannot buy her love. His name cannot buy her respect. Only his changed heart can do that. And Elizabeth says yes. But she says yes not because he is rich. She says yes not because she thinks his family is important. She says yes because she sees that he has truly changed. She sees that he has emotional intelligence now. She sees that he can understand his mistakes and grow. She sees that he truly respects her. More importantly, Elizabeth realizes that she loves him. She loves him not for his money, but for who he has become. She loves him because he listened to her. She loves him because he changed for her. She loves him because he respects her. This is real love. This is love that is built on respect and understanding. This is love that comes from emotional intelligence. Chapter 7. The Language and Emotions. What we learn from this scene. Now let's talk about the language and emotions in this scene. The proposal teaches us many things about English and about life. When Darcy first proposes, he uses words like honor, obligation, sacrifice, and inferior. These are words that show pride and superiority. Listen to how formal and cold his language is. He does not use warm words. He does not use words about how Elizabeth makes him happy. He uses words about duty and sacrifice. When he says, "You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you," the word must is very strong. It is almost like a command. It is not polite. It is not respectful. It is demanding. When he says, "Despite your inferiority of connection," he is using a big, formal phrase to insult her family. He is hiding his insult in big words. This is a way of being cruel while still sounding proper and educated. But when Darcy proposes the second time, his language changes. He uses words like respect, admiration, gratitude, and change. He talks about what Elizabeth has taught him. He talks about his own mistakes. He talks about his own growth. He might say something like, "I love you. I respect you. I have learned from you. I am sorry for the pain I caused you. I ask for a chance to show you that I have changed. I do not expect you to forgive me. I only ask that you believe me." These are simpler words. They are more honest. They are more from the heart. In English, our word choices show our emotions and our character. If we want to sound kind, we use kind words. If we want to sound proud, we use proud words. If we want to show respect, we use respectful words. Also, notice that Darcy must say, sorry. The words I apologize and I am sorry are very powerful in English. They mean you understand you were wrong. They mean you respect the other person. Saying sorry with honesty is a sign of strength, not weakness. Many men think that saying sorry makes them look weak. But Darcy learns that saying sorry is actually brave. It takes courage to admit you were wrong. Notice also that Darcy listens. He does not talk about himself. He asks Elizabeth questions about her feelings. He listens to her answers. He takes time to understand her point of view. This is real communication. This is real respect. Chapter 8. The Deeper Lessons. What this scene teaches about life. This scene teaches us many deep lessons about life and relationships. First lesson, pride is dangerous. When we think we are better than others, we hurt people. We do not see them clearly. We do not understand them. We do not respect them. Darcy's pride almost costs him the love of his life. Many people in the world suffer because of pride. Countries fight because of pride. Families break up because of pride. Friendships end because of pride. When we let pride control us, we lose the things that matter most. Second lesson, prejudice is dangerous. When we decide too quickly about people, we miss the truth. We miss the chance to really understand someone. Elizabeth almost missed the chance to know the real Darcy because she was prejudiced against him. She believed lies about him. She did not ask for his side of the story. She did not give him a fair chance. This cost her time and happiness. In our lives, we do this too. We judge people based on how they look, or where they come from, or what others tell us. We do not take time to really know them. Third lesson. Listening is powerful. When Darcy finally listened to Elizabeth, everything changed. Not because she was always right, but because listening helped him grow. When you listen to someone, you show them that you respect them. You show them that their feelings matter. You show them that they are important. Listening is one of the greatest gifts we can give to another person. In our busy world, we often do not listen. We wait for our turn to speak. We think about what we want to say next. We do not really listen, but real listening can change everything. Fourth lesson, change takes time. Darcy did not change in one moment. He thought, he understood, he reflected, he took time, he changed his behavior, he showed through actions, not just words, that he was different. This is real change. Real change is not quick. Real change is not easy. But real change is possible. Fifth lesson, love without respect is not enough. Darcy loved Elizabeth, but at first he did not respect her. That was not real love. That was not healthy love. Real love comes with respect, with listening, with emotional intelligence. When you love someone, you must also respect them. You must also listen to them. You must also think about their feelings and their needs. Sixth lesson, we can all change. Even Darcy, who was so proud at first, could change. Even Elizabeth, who judged him so quickly, could see the truth. We can all grow. We can all learn. We can all become better people. No matter how proud you are, no matter how prejudiced you are, you can change if you want to. You can change if you are willing to listen. You can change if you are willing to reflect on your mistakes. 7th lesson. Real success is not about money or power. In this story, Darcy is rich and powerful, but his real success comes when he learns to be humble and respectful. Elizabeth's real success comes when she learns to see clearly and judge fairly. Their happiness does not come from money. It comes from understanding, respect, and love. In our lives, we often think that success means money and power, but true success is about relationships, about growing as a person, about becoming kind and wise. Chapter 9. Practice and Application. Here are some questions for you to think about. Have you ever judged someone too quickly? What happened? Did you change your mind? How did you feel when you realized you were wrong? Have you ever been too proud to listen to someone? How did it feel? What happened? Would things have been different if you had listened? Have you ever had to say sorry? What did you learn from it? When you speak to someone you love, do you focus on their good qualities or on what is wrong with them? Do you show respect? Do you listen to understand, or do you listen just to respond? What is the difference? Remember, like Darcy and Elizabeth, we are all learning. We all make mistakes. We all have pride sometimes. We all have prejudice sometimes. The important thing is that we notice. We listen. We reflect. We grow. When you read or watch this scene, listen carefully. Notice the words. Notice the emotions. Notice how people change. Notice how communication works. This is real English. This is real life. The most important thing about this scene is not the beautiful words or the dramatic moment. The most important thing is the lesson it teaches us about how to love, how to respect, and how to grow as human beings. Chapter 10. Applying emotional intelligence to our own lives. Let's think about how the lessons from this proposal scene can help us in our own lives. When you are in a relationship, whether it is romantic love, friendship, or family, remember Darcy's first mistake. Do not let pride make you treat people badly. Do not think you are better than them. Do not insult them. Do not take them for granted. When you meet someone new, remember Elizabeth's mistake. Do not judge them too quickly. Do not believe everything you hear about them. Do not decide who they are before you really know them. Give them a fair chance. Listen to their story. When you make a mistake and hurt someone you love, remember Darcy's change. Take time to understand why you were wrong. Be honest with yourself about your faults. Say sorry with real meaning. Show through your actions that you have changed. Do not expect immediate forgiveness. Just keep trying to be better. When someone you love hurts you, remember Elizabeth's openness. Be willing to see if they have truly changed. Do not hold a grudge forever. Do not refuse to forgive if they are genuinely sorry. But also be careful. Make sure they have really changed, not just said sorry with words. In your English learning, notice how the language in this scene shows emotions and relationships. Notice how Darcy's proud words in the first proposal are different from his humble words in the second proposal. Notice how real communication is not just about saying the right grammar. It is about saying the right words with respect and kindness. Emotional intelligence is not just something from a book. It is something you practice every day. Every time you choose kindness over pride, you are practicing. Every time you listen instead of interrupt, you are practicing. Every time you say sorry with real meaning, you are practicing. Every time you forgive someone, you're practicing. If you loved this episode, please subscribe to our channel. New episodes come out every day, each exploring a classic book that will improve your English and teach you about life. Also, share this with a friend who loves reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm James, and until next time, stay curious and keep growing. Bye for now.